For those who haven't signed up for a Repl account, it's pretty simple. Go to the repl.it address, and when you get here, you have a couple options to sign up. Just hit sign up, and you'll have the option to use your Google sign-in. So just click on your Google, choose your account. So I have an extra one here I can use. And this is basically the screen you're going to see with this neat little Repl. Now, it's pretty simple. What we did in class was over to the right, you'll see My Repls. This is basically the name of a project that you will use when creating our web pages. We only have to do this once. So I want you to make a new Repl. And in the box that pops up, make sure you choose HTML, CSS, JS. Over to the right, type in My Web. It would be very similar to what we did in class on our desktop, and just create your Repl. And there you go. Now, a couple things to note right away. First off, in the bottom right corner, this black pane, this is kind of like a console window. Just shrink it down, you don't need to see it. Then, here's the basis. Over on this side, you'll see all the files you need to use. This area here will display the code of whatever file you clicked on. It can only display one at a time. And this will be your preview of what your code actually looks like when you click the Run button. Now, before we go on with actually creating any new files or making a change to your code, let's go ahead and take this code that's in this index page, and let's go ahead and copy all of the code. Now, we're going to use this because every time you create a new file, you kind of have to enter the code yourself. So up here over in your files, click on the Add File icon, and we're going to go ahead and create a new page called template.html. So go ahead and do that. And then, once you do that, it will open the page. And all the code you copied, just go ahead and paste it right into this page. So this template will be special for us because basically what it's going to do, it's going to allow us to come and take this code and copy and paste it anytime we need a new web page. So let's go back to the index page and let's just set up some basics here. So up here, go ahead and type in your first name and last name. And we'll call this home page. So for me, it'd be Nicholas Guyan's home page. And then down here in the body, let's go ahead and add a heading 1 element. Well, I want you to notice now when I start typing heading 1, look what actually pops up. So what I want to encourage you to do is when this little box pops up, whatever line is selected, like the first one has H1, just press enter. It wants to finish it for you. So it'll help you actually spell your elements better. So then I'm going to go ahead and start putting in the closing tag, and you'll notice it'll do the same thing. It actually has H1 highlighted. So I'm going to do a slash H1, there you go. And then inside of here, I'm just going to type in my home page, just to get our home page set up. Now with Repl, here's how you test your code. Just hit run. And in this preview area, it'll always display what the code looks like. Now, it'll always display your index page. So every time you do this, it always displays only this page. So even if we're working on a different one, let's open up the template. Okay. So here's the template code. This one's not changed. When I hit run, it still loads the index page. So we will have to make links to your other exercises in here, which we'll do in a little bit. Okay, so let's once again test out our template code. So what we're going to do is we'll go back into the template, and just in case we didn't do it, we'll highlight all the code and do a copy. And then what I want you to do is make a new file, and we'll call this one exercise4.html. Now please make sure you spell this correctly. That becomes really important. So after you press enter, it names the page and opens it up where you're ready to paste in your code. Very simple. So let's go ahead and take care of this. We'll type in exercise 4 just for the title so we know it's all set. Now remember, here's the funny thing. If I hit run, it reloads only the index page. So if I want to see this exercise 4, here's what we need to do. Let's open the index, and after your heading 1, add a couple extra lines here. Okay, I want us to add a little anchor tag. All right, now again, notice the little helper menu that pops up below it. So I'll press A, and let's do href. And when you press the enter, it actually also puts the equals in there for you, so that you use that little menu because it helps you spell things and puts in the proper punctuation. Now, since we named this exercise4.html, all we have to do is literally enter that name as is, because these are all in the same location. Okay, then we'll go ahead and we'll close this anchor tag off. And in between, let's just type in exercise 4. So we know that this exercise is going to be our exercise to look at. Hit run, and there you have it. So now when we click on this, there's nothing will appear, but it is loading the proper page. Okay, so we'll show you how to do that. So that is perfect. So this will set you up with what we did last week. Now, one thing I need you to do is I need you to take this address, I need you to copy it, and then I need you to go into your Gmail and send me an email with that address so I know how to get to your Repl address. So go ahead and take the time to do that.